Happy Thursday, everybody! Woo! Look, I just got off the town hall, the tele town hall for Prince George's County residents, led by County Executive Angela Alsobrooks. And let me just say, listen, we have to have a good time, you guys. We have to have fun, a lot of fun, because I'm stressed out now. But it was a lot of great information shared. I hope you all were able to join. To my understanding, there was a press conference earlier today. The same information was shared. But listen, we're going to have a lot of laughs tonight, y'all. We're going to have a lot of laughs and a whole lot of fun, because that was a lot of information to take in. And you know what? We in the moment, so we might as well enjoy ourselves, because we know what? There's never a dull moment in DMV sports. Yes. So look, y'all know this is the quarantine and chill series, okay? Because we're all at home. At least I am. Our essential workers, prayers out to each and every one of you. So hopefully if you're watching on your phones or wherever it is that you're watching, listen. So listen, my mama is on. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Tina. Listen, I'm just up here at this point trying to share the show, because I'm like, how do I share it? So I'm going to get ready to share this show and make sure everybody is watching. So let me start this watch party, y'all, and get the show on the road. So let me tell everybody to hop on over to CWall Sports and Entertainment to join the conversation. All right. My auntie is on. CWall team member Joy is on. Listen, we gotta have a good time, you guys. I'm serious, because this is a lot, a whole lot. And since I already knew that it was going to be a lot, I said, you know what? Let me make sure I have a full show to give my most favorite sports fans. So tonight, we're just going to do an update on everything. Just everything. You got it. You name it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to go from everything from where we can watch the Mystics go on their championship run again. Everything. Everything. So everybody, really, really quick, check in, say hello. Cameron, I see you. Listen, I'm excited, you guys. I'm so happy to see y'all. Seriously. You all don't know how much Thursdays mean to me. I mean, this is what it's all about, right? We all get together and talk sports. See, that doesn't change. That does not change. And I'm so abundantly blessed to be able to still chat with you guys. Like we were saying last week, we're going to try the live audio version. Then we get back on video again and just see what's all popping. So let's get it going and let's see what we all doing. Don't forget to comment. Please make sure you all are commenting so that I can see all of your feedback. And we can make sure, if you have any questions at all, make sure we all are capturing every single thing, because we want to try to make sure we are not missing a beat. So let's get going on the sports. Update. If you want to catch the Mystics historic championship run, they are going to be re-airing it on April 18th and the 26th. So make sure you all are tuning in on April 18th. They're going to replay on NBC Sports Washington is doing the live stream. They're going to replay the 2019 WNBA semifinals. So there's going to be some live tweeting going on, but they're going to do that all day long. And then the WNBA finals on Sunday, April 26th, they're going to be re-airing that all day long as well. So make sure you all check that out. Please. Thank you so much. Make sure, because, I mean, what else are we doing, you guys? We might as well watch the Mystics. So in terms of other news, want to go ahead and shout out Cheyenne Sellers is the first committed player to the Terps class 2021. So shout out to Cheyenne, the newest Terp. The head coaching staff over there is excited, and we are happy to certainly have her in the DMV. Sellers mentioned that Maryland had been basically recruiting her since she was like middle school, 8th grade or 9th grade. So she's here now. She exudes a lot of confidence, and she's a heck of a player. Definitely in the top 20 of recruits at her position. So I'm very, very, very excited to see what she is going to bring to the table. So shout out to her. I see my god brother. See you, Ebo. I see you on. Thank you for joining. Much, much, much appreciated. All right. Now let's get to Jalen Smith of Maryland. He is declared for the 2020 draft. Okay. I didn't hear a whole lot of chatter about that. So while you all are commenting, make sure you're commenting and mentioning, what's your thoughts on that? Hey, it is what it is. I'm going to see here. He's declared for the NBA draft on Tuesday. He's a Baltimore native. 15.5 points, 10 rebounds, and 2.4 blocks for the Terps. Hey, listen. Go ahead and shoot your shot, and I mean that literally. So he is ranked among the top 30 prospects. So think he has a great shot. Now, Mac McClung from Georgetown. I want you all's vibes and feelings on him declaring, because I saw some mixed reviews on that. Now, folks who declare do have the opportunity to withdraw. They have until June 15th to withdraw. But I think if it's an opportunity for him to test the waters, then hey, why not? He does have 2 more seasons of eligibility. So I guess let's just see what happens. But I don't know. What are you all's thoughts on Smith, Jalen Smith of Maryland, and then Mac McClung from Georgetown entering the draft? I think, for me, seems like Jalen Smith is, a fine pick. I definitely, like my god brother saying, I like Mac, but I definitely think that there was some mixed reviews and feelings around whether or not he should have declared for the draft. So you never know, right? Sometimes there's some diamonds in the rough, like always in every draft. Then there's times where you just know somebody's going to be a star. I think maybe with Mac, perhaps folks think he should at least play at least another year of his eligibility. We'll see. We'll have to see. We will have to see. So, I'm not sure, you guys. And just a note to folks who are watching on the watch party. Make sure you hop on over to CWall Sports and Entertainment so that I can see your feedback there. Because, man, I see you on, but I think you're on the watch party and not on the chat here. So I want to make sure you jump on over to CWall Sports and Entertainment and saying what's up to CWall team member and my bro Mazdak that has joined us. So, listen. And of course, my computer wants to stop working, which is fine. Y'all know I can roll with it. It's no biggie. So, the NBA. Now, I know that you all have probably already seen that the NBA has asked players to take like a 50% cut in their salaries. I think I saw that right. Then the NBA Players Association has rebutted basically, or had a counter offer, if you will, and said, okay, how about 25%? All I'm saying is I brought that up because I think that is a huge indicator, at least for me, on how serious this situation is. It's a pandemic overall. But then I'm just, that was like the first thing. That's overall NBA. But it's like, what is there to watch? So I think players are doing like NBA 2K. Then I saw a report from Woj, everybody knows Woj, that the NBA is going to work on televising horse competitions. Like playing a game of horse. So I'm like, and to Cameron's point of if it's not back up by late June, Cameron, honestly, I think that they already know that the season is done. At least that's what it sounds like. If the NBA is trying to make other arrangements or do other things in terms of playing horse live and NBA 2K live, then, hey. I mean, they say, I'm looking here, Chris Paul, Trae Young, Zach LaVine, they're expected to participate. I think it's supposed to start tomorrow and go through the rest, through the rest of the weekend. But we're going to start watching horse. So it's a lot. I mean, and to Jason's point, if the pay cut is to help the employees, which what I would hope and anticipate that's what it's for, then that's what we need to do. That's what the teams need to do. But I'm just still kind of laughing at myself. I'm like, okay, so we running out of things to do. We running out of stuff to watch on TV. We about to play a game of horse. That's big. If we're going to start playing horse on Zoom. I mean, would y'all watch that? I mean, I'm really now intrigued by the whole thing and just wondering, would you all watch the NBA players play a game of horse? I'm not real sure if I would watch them play a game of horse, but if that's what's going down and if that's what we're doing, then hey, I mean, yeah, they're about to start playing horse. That's all I know, and that's all I can say. I was just like, yeah, horse. Would you watch horse? I mean, that's what that's what they said. So we'll have to see how that, a virtual game of horse. Yes, Cameron, a virtual game of horse is exactly what they are supposed to be playing for sure. So that was the first kind of, what are we doing here, that I had to kind of say, okay, how did we get here? But we are here where we're watching virtual games of horse, everybody. So another thing that was interesting that came up this week, and it's always one of those things where you can tell when it's a slow sports time, right? Because there were some interviews this week, and I had to pause for a moment. And now it's coming out, Jerry Stackhouse is, talked about regretting his time in Washington. And of course, slow news time. But of course, this was during the time, he was here when Michael Jordan was here. And I think there potentially is still some bitterness maybe on the side of Stackhouse, because he got traded from Detroit And then, you know, that team went on and won a championship. And it's just really interesting. Of course, folks are going to make it more than what it is. But then I always think about what folks say about playing in DC, at least when it comes to the Wizards or what have you. It's like folks are just so unhappy playing in this town. But that's been making big news this week. Not sure if anybody has any thoughts on that. But that's been big news in terms of Stackhouse just feeling like he really did not enjoy his time here and regretting, you know. And I know a lot of that bitterness comes from, again, that Detroit team, that Pistons team went on to win a championship. And I'm sure he feels like he missed out. And it's some bitterness there. I mean, I have to be honest and say, I would feel a little bit bitter, you know, but I guess we'll just have to see, because, I mean, I would think that playing with Michael Jordan is an honor, but at the same token, there was a comment made or a quote in there that, you know, Jerry Stackhouse felt that at that time, he was even a better player than Michael Jordan. Not that, you know, at that time in Michael Jordan's career. So, I don't know. I was like, maybe it's a slow sports time, but like Tina just said, any sports will do. So I definitely read through that, you know, that report and was kind of like, well, I can kind of see why he's bitter or feels the way that he feels. I mean, it's totally fair, and that kind of is what it is. So we'll have to see what ends up. I mean, it is... If he said he was here, he wouldn't be the first, you know. He wouldn't be the first person that felt that way. But yes, Wizards for life. I mean, you're either with us or against us. So, hey, if you're not feeling it, you are not... I don't know what to tell you. Quite frankly, I really don't even know what to tell you. So, those were the updates on that. Now, moving over to the Redskins. So, with the Redskins... virtual draft. So along with everything going on with coronaviruses, everybody heard that the draft is like now completely 100% virtual. Has everybody heard that? Because it's completely virtual. And I mean, at this point, I think they said not even the GMs can attend. That's big. So the Redskins are doing live virtual coverage for the entire draft, which will be cool. You know, I'm definitely, you know, hey, I mean, you got to do what they got to do and you got to be safe. So I get it. But, you know, they always have that big draft party. So last year there was a big draft party the night of round one. Of course, that was when the Redskins drafted Dwayne Haskins. But this year, they're going back to the Saturday look and feel. And it'll be a virtual party on that Saturday. So let's go ahead. The virtual draft party, that includes draft coverage, celebrity and influencer appearances, player interviews, fan interaction, and giveaways. So that is Saturday, April 25th. I better see all of y'all Redskins fans online. It's going to be a gazillion people online, I'm sure. But throughout the entire draft experience, it'll be Coach Ron Rivera, VP of Player Personnel Kyle Smith will be there, quarterback Dwayne Haskins Jr., and then alumni Fred Smoot and Brian Mitchell. Y'all already know how I am about Smoot, so I was like, "Oh, Smoot gonna be on there? Oh yeah, I'll definitely be tuning in." So all coverage will be streamed live. And so it'll be on the Redskins Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube pages. It's free. You don't have to pay for anything. So you just got to go and register. So registration is at redskins.com/virtual draft. So y'all got to go ahead and do that. And to Jason's point, you know, hey, it might be a plus to have everyone virtual. I think I might have read Coach Harbaugh in Baltimore. He's not feeling it too tight. I mean, at least publicly, in terms of just the overall look and feel of a virtual draft, because he's concerned about the technology glitches and everything that might be transpiring, you know, concerned about hackers and the like. So, I mean, I get it. You know, it's different. It's different. It's an adjustment for everybody. So, like Mazdak said, he'll be there. I'll be there too. So we'll all be seeing each other online and going, you know, from that perspective, and just seeing, you know, it'll be interesting, because I don't know what platform they're going to use. Maybe they're going to use Zoom or something. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? But it should be a good time. They're doing it in partnership with 7-Eleven, so, you know, hey, why not? Wanted to spend some time going through Ron Rivera's transcript. And I'm laughing because I'm just now seeing Mazdak's comment about hack what? I don't know. Maybe the submission of the draft picks. I don't know. It probably doesn't even matter at that point. But who knows? I don't know. He doesn't like it, though. Coach Harbaugh. He doesn't like the idea. But at any rate, I was really impressed, and I don't know if folks on the line have already heard or listened to Ron Rivera's Zoom call and all of that, but it's, let's just go through it. Let's just go through it, and then we'll go from there. Let me see. Which question? I'm gonna let you all pick which question or what you all want to talk about first regarding Ron Rivera's press conference, because I know what I want to talk about, but I want to know what you all want to talk about in terms of what your big takeaways were from that call. I mean, I don't want to keep talking about Ron Rivera, because folks know that I like Ron Rivera. I feel like Ron Rivera is refreshing because it's just straight to the point. Again, straight, no chasing, no BS. He's just doing what he does. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps it real. I mean, he's not out here just, I don't know. He's just not fluff. He's not arrogant. He's as cool as a cucumber, as humble as can be, but he means business. So I wholeheartedly respect, you know, Ron Rivera from what I've seen thus far. And I know that everybody out of Carolina, and just the word on the street about him is that, you know, the Redskins are very happy to have him. But I did want to give you all an opportunity to comment and say, you know, hey, you know, this is what I'm thinking about this, or here's what I heard, or here's some of the questions that I have about it. Of course, we always want to give our condolences to Redskins alumni Bobby Mitchell and his family. And that's exactly how Ron Rivera even opened up his press conference, which I thought was very classy of him. Bobby Mitchell is a legend. And he's, of course, well known across the league, and loved by many, and especially by the Redskins community. So I thought that was very classy for Coach Rivera to open up and discuss that. I see Ebo and Mazdak are discussing Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen can play. We know that for a fact. He can play. And I'm always all in with Kyle Allen. And I've heard nothing but great things about him. And he's a nice kid. Y'all know how I feel about nice people. And of course, there was a comment made. We might as well, since you all are talking about that comment specifically, I'm going to go ahead and read verbatim what Coach Ron Rivera had to say on a competition between Kyle Allen and Dwayne Haskins. He said, I think it would be a good competition. I really do. Mostly because having been around Kyle for 2 seasons, I've kind of watched him interact with the quarterbacks that were in the room. You know, he was in the room with a very strong personality in Cam Newton, and Kyle handled himself tremendously. And we had Taylor Hinkie, and he was Taylor's understudy. I just know what kind of person he is and just feel that he's the kind of guy that's going to go into this. He's not threatened by anything. What he's really concerned about is doing the best job he can. And if he ends up starting and being the guy, great, he'll be fired up about it. And if he's not, he's in the backup role, he'll be fired up about that as well. I mean, he's the right kind of person for that room. And that's what I felt really strongly about. And that's why we were able to make the deal with Carolina to bring him in. He's got that real good sense about him. That being part of something is better than being an individual. So that was the part I was focusing on, not so much about the 2-week thing. Because I think the reality is this. If we don't know what's going to happen with the NFL season. Let's just be, as of right now, facilities are closed until June or July. So there's that. One thing across the board that I feel like the coaching staff has already done is that they brought in their guys, and that's what they do. I mean, that was one of the things that we talked about on the thread last week. That was one of the things that Sherrod said. These coaches, they bring in their guys. It's clear, it's obvious, Kyle Allen is Rivera's guy. So, he know it. Worked with him before. Yeah. So, I think while there's not anything to necessarily overthink, I think that he's still very open and honest about if we up against the wall and there hasn't been a competition per se, Kyle is the one that knows the system. Kyle is going to start at quarterback week 1. If everybody, that is what ends up transpiring. So, I don't know. How do y'all feel about that? Like, I really want to know how you all feel about that. I really do. You can't be married to people that you didn't win with. Okay? Can't be married to people that you didn't draft and that you didn't win with. Did I raise my eyebrow personally when he brought in Kyle Allen? I did. But it's all a very, interesting thing, quite frankly. And I wasn't expecting that to happen, but it did. But I do want to hear what you all think about that. Like Ebo just said, that's the thing about, Riverboat Ron. He's big on the person, not the football player. I mean, that's one of the things that I've consistently seen in terms of who he's brought in through free agency. And it'll be interesting to see how they draft this year because he does seem very big on character. He definitely seems to be very, very big on character. So, yeah, but I mean, I got some Redskins fans on the horn. I mean, Cameron, I know you big on Dwayne Haskins. Tina, Mazdak, Joy, I know y'all are huge Redskins fans. So I really, for the Redskins fans I know on the thread, I absolutely want to know if you're feeling like, oh my gosh, Dwayne Haskins is still not going to get his opportunity, or is the right thing to do if they don't go through a full camp and they gotta go with who knows the system, who's going to start. So I see somebody already saying Haskins better start. Well, that ain't what Riverboat Ron said. Riverboat Ron is basically saying, hey, listen, everybody's going to compete for their job. That's what I get from him. I think that what he has said is everybody is going to compete for their job. And if we're in a situation where we haven't gotten to camp, we got 2 weeks to prepare, Kyle knows the system. Well, there's your answer. So all we can do, anybody who's really big on Haskins starting, I'm real big on may the best person win. Listen, at this point, the Redskins have been so bad and so terrible. At this point, whomever is the best person at the position needs to play. They need to play. Now, there was a question to Mazdak's question of, is Haskins allowed to have the playbook yet? I think it's not about just Haskins. I think the whole team. Because, if Haskins gets the playbook, then Kyle gets the playbook. Kyle already has the playbook, quite frankly, from Carolina. But I know that there were questions about how they anticipate working with the players virtually. And when they're going to start those position group meetings and doing those things. And so that's how I think is, they're going to just have it to start doing that virtually. I don't think they've started doing any of that yet. But hey, listen, it's going to start. And it's going to be a shift for everybody because now they have to really study. That's the whole thing about it. They got this playbook and you're doing everything virtually. You're not necessarily working out with your team in a camp or doing early OTAs or any of that. You're going to really have to study and really have to know because you're not mapping that out on the field every day with your teammates. I think it's something that we really need to be watching and we need to be mindful of just in terms of, if the smart thing to do, is exactly what Mazdak just put here in the comments, is be with Kyle every day. At the end of the day, yes, your competition, but that doesn't mean, but at the same token, your teammates. So it's not the time to be you in your room and I'm in my room and we all gonna sit here because we gotta compete for our job and we gotta do this. No. We're not playing that game. Everybody better be a unit and you better soak up as much as you can from what Kyle knows. And understanding and learning Ron's style. I think that is going to be very, very important for Haskins to understand and know, because this is a totally different coaching staff and them other people wasn't running a real shop. You understand what I'm saying? Without me saying it. So learn as much as you can from Kyle. Get on the phone with him. Get on the, whatever you got to do, virtual, Zoom, whatever, and start to understand how Ron communicates and the type of coach he is and what his expectations are, and just be involved. Don't look at this as a threat. It shouldn't be looked at as a threat. It should be looked at as an opportunity. And I think that if Haskins treats it like the opportunity that it is, he'll be successful. Sounds like Kyle already knows Ron, so he's got a leg up. He just does. Let's everybody just be honest about it. It's the truth. So he's got to look at it from a different lens, and I'm hoping that he does. So, 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end could rent out a house. Be under 10 people in quarantine and practice. Hey, listen, wash their hands all the time. Wash their hands, have nothing but Clorox and Lysol and everything they need everywhere up in there, because we don't want no drama. We don't want no beef at all. Seriously. So like Ebo said, the whole secondary brand new. You still got Collins, you still got Landon, you got Jimmy Moreland, and you got Fabo. If you happen to watch this, happy birthday to you, my friend. Yeah, the defensive backs coach got his hands full. Everybody has their hands full. This is an opportunity for even the veteran players and the young players to start new, to start fresh. But they also need to understand that you're dealing with people that are about their business in this coaching staff. They're not taking this for play. This is for serious now. You got to be serious about your craft. You got to be serious about your professionalism and your talent. And I hope they bring that energy. I'm really, really excited to, see what potentially they could bring to the table, because they all have to bring it. But I know some people are kind of like, oh man, if Haskins doesn't start, hey, listen, Ron don't cut no corners and he ain't gonna tell no lies. He told everybody straight up, if we got 2 weeks to get ready, this is where I'm going, and this is who I'm going with, and this is where I'm at with mine. So don't be, hey, this is my shop, this is what I'm doing. Let me say something else about this. I feel like there was something else. And if there's any other questions you all had about the transcript or what you all have heard, please make a comment in the comments, and I'll definitely read it off. But on his relationship with Dan Snyder, he said he talked to him daily, every other day. It really is, it's about what we're doing, what we're planning on doing, what's happening, more so than anything else. I think the biggest thing he's really asked is really that he wants to be informed. So more than just turning it over and turning a blind eye, he wants to be informed. And Coach Ron said it's been good. It really has. He's not here to impose his will or anything like that. He's just here to make sure we have the tools that gives us the opportunity to do our jobs. That's nice. That's good. That's a good, refreshing way to say it. So I was good about hearing that. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. That's good. That's really, really good. Y'all know I've been big on this whole tight end situation, because I need this tight end situation. And exactly what Masdak is saying. What I love about Ron is I don't have to worry about choices made because of politics, race, or pettiness. Yeah, those days are over. I feel strongly about that. Those days are over. We don't have to worry about that foolishness. And I like that. I think it's a very good thing. And I'm excited about that part of it. It's a shame when you just got to be happy about being drama free. Isn't that kind of sad? That you got to be happy about no drama? That's why people are like, why are you so excited? Because this is a drama free zone. It's a drama free environment. Praise the Lord. So, I want to go to the tight end and the potential of targeting a tight end in the draft. And his comment was, well, it is a position we like. Can we target them? Yeah, we could. But we also feel that there are some other positions in this draft that are available that would really fit some needs for us as well. Again, all options are open to us when it comes to each of those rounds that we're picking in. I want to see something. But having the first and the third and having in the early third is still a very valuable pick. So we feel we could fill a couple of really good needs with our first and third round picks. So we're excited about it, looking forward to it. We'll see how it unfolds. One thing about it, Ron ain't gonna give you too much. He's gonna give you something, but he's not gonna tell the truth. But to that point, right now, we don't have a second rounder. The Redskins do not have a second rounder. So, they got a couple of them in free agency. They did get a couple of them. Who did they get? I'm about to tell you. I think it was, I don't even feel like saying it. So Logan Thomas. They got Logan Thomas. And I think it was Richard Rodgers in free agency. I really thought they were going to be targeting Austin Hooper, but not really. They weren't really in real life, is what I mean. They were in conversations, but as the numbers started to go up, they backed out of it. So drafting a tight end is a must. I mean, without that second rounder, first, we already know how that, how that's going to roll. So, or got a feeling how that could roll. So we might not be able to pick a tight end till the earliest third round if we don't get that second rounder back. So we'll have to see. I was not impressed with the free agent pickups at tight end, but tight end is just a tough. I mean, Austin Hooper was probably the best thing going out there at the position. But it was, Mazdak, you said it not too long ago. It was this free agency. It wasn't what everybody thought it was. It wasn't all that. Wasn't a lot going on. It wasn't a very rich free agency period. But you still got to fill the holes. So I think that's what they were doing. But I was not overly impressed with anything. I think most of these were depth signings, as we have said repeatedly. So we'll just have to keep seeing. Draft is going to be big. I thought it was very important too that Coach Rivera complimented the last 3 drafts that Kyle Smith has been in charge of. He's very, very impressed with Kyle Smith. And so I'm about to close it out for the evening here shortly. But I like Kyle too. Again, I think we have a lot of good players, decent players, that will see them get better this year with a new coaching staff and the high expectations of a solid culture that Ron Rivera has. Was Jimmy Graham available? I think he may have been. That's a name you don't hear too often. At one point, Jimmy Graham was like a household name, and then you just didn't hear his name anymore. But he really likes Kyle, thinks there's some already great pieces on the team, but they weren't utilized effectively. They weren't developed effectively. So I think we're just going to have to keep banking on that and banking on a very strong draft. Very, very strong. So, we've made it to another Coaching from the Couch. We've made it through, y'all. We made it through. Listen, I hope you all are staying safe, and I hope you all are well. I will continuously pray for each and every one of you. Again, if you listen to the PG County Town Hall or any of just the overall guidelines from the CDC, please continue to follow them. We are all in this together. And as always, thank you all for watching. I will talk to you all soon. You never know. If there's breaking news, I might have to pop online real quick and come talk to y'all. But if not, I'll see y'all next week.